Upscale Media Group presents In the Lane Sports Talk. My sports analyst today is Ryan Baker, Julius Harrington, and Ali McGill in the Rizzo. Topic of the day, we starting out with is Crazy John Morant.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Baker, what you think about him?
Before we get started, you getting better and better at these intros, man. That one just rolled right off the tongue, man.
I don't know about that Crazy John Morant, but I can take the rest of it.
I think he's rolling,
crazy.
man. He's becoming quite the specialist.
He's crazy. I mean, of course, he's not certified crazy, but
Ja?
yeah, I'm not saying like just decision making is just it's his unit behind him. You know what I'm saying? His decision making. I don't know. I mean, you give me a couple of million. I understand he's young, but that's not young mistakes right there. That's just crazy. That's being around some bad people.
But everybody young do crazy stuff, especially when you got a lot of money, man.
With
Gen
guns?
Z, Generation Z, at its best. A piece of money come from no money, and now he done lost his mind.
But his roots though. He come from a great home.
Roots don't mean nothing.
Where's he at? South Carolina? Where's he out of? He's somewhere south.
I don't know quite where he's from, but
South Carolina.
Baker make a good point. He grew up with a mom and dad in the house.
Yeah.
He basically almost went to, I think, a private school. It's like he has the ability to understand what to do and not to do. He's not from the hood. Come on.
And he was real little too. People don't understand that he got a growth spurt. So growing up, he was a little guy. He wasn't like this banger that we seeing that he's growing into right now.
But,
you know, so
but y'all just said he was in a great household. I mean, what you need a gun for?
What he need is this. He need a mentor to mentor him in the NBA. They need to bring Carmelo Anthony and sign him and bring him to Memphis so he have that mature mentorship in the NBA. Carmelo had some of these problems early in his career.
there's no vets on that team either.
Right, like I said, the FBI and the NBA got together and they said, we're gonna go talk to him and tell him what's going on. They warned him. They're warning him. And they told him, hey, this guy, you need to drop some friends. You need to do this.
Right.
Well, didn't he get caught with a gun, put it on somebody, went to jail, they bailed him out? Shouldn't that have been the first start of the situation? How did it get to the Colorado thing?
I think there was something before that. So let's go back to the good household. We all know you can be raised in a single family home and turn out great. And you can have two parents, your mama a doctor, your daddy a lawyer, and you still screw up. So with regards to what he's talking about, there's individuals. We're talking about the whole environment.
Now, let me say this. Now, what's the percentages? Of course, we do have. Yeah, it's more percentages when you come out of a two-family home. The percentage of you are succeeding are way greater than someone's coming from a single-family home. And that's the only thing I'm saying. Of course, because a lot of my buddies came from single-family homes, and they're doing awesome. They're awesome. So. Yeah, I agree.
I think it's more of who your friends are, people you hang around with.
I truly agree with you.
That's the 100%. Problem right there. I don't think it's the household, what's going on in the household.
Oh, no.
It's the surroundings, his peers around him that, he follows, try to emulate or try to be like, or try to be in the wrong situation as far as like they say a Crip. Is he a Crip or is he not a Crip? Mm-hmm. So, it's more of his peers than home grown.
Right. That's what I said. I agree. I'm just saying how he was brought up doesn't match the behavior that he's doing right now. But like you said, Generation Z. Give him a whole lot of money. What, he only like 23, 24?
23.
He's 23 years old.
Social media, don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Rap music today, don't forget about that. And you lose your mind.
That plays a big variable, that rap.
You lose your mind.
What about you, McGillicuddy?
I'm going to give y'all a different look at it.
All right.
He ain't the only one like that.
Oh, we know that.
No, we know
He just
that.
the only one. He just the one that got caught.
That's it. You right about that.
Well, he got caught because he put it weird on his own Instagram page. So.
Yeah, well, he just a half a step above the rest of them. But he ain't. But let me tell you something. Guns coming in the locker room, that's happening.
That's nothing.
Gambling in the locker room, that's happening. Going to the club with $300,000 chains around your neck, that's happening. He just did it a little. He just went an extra step. if you look at the Memphis Grizzlies team off the court, you know how you watch the game and they showing the guys coming in, walking through the garage through the tunnel.
Right.
I want y'all to watch Memphis next time. Everybody on Memphis team got chains around their neck with excess of $300K.
Dripping.
All of them, not one. Even the big boy came through there with a big fat gold chain on. The one that played for OKC. I watched him.
You talking about one that came from Pitt?
Yeah, the one he played with Durant now.
Them dang
My
old
bitch,
Pittsburgh Panthers.
What's my
The one that
guy?
got shook at the NCAA tournament. Hey, remember he almost broke his leg? I can't believe he played for Pitt. That's crazy.
Listen, it's
That's crazy. Man.
it's the new era of basketball players. You got to look at, and it's always been the saying, basketball players want to be rappers.
Yeah.
And rappers want to be basketball players.
And actors.
The new basketball has changed. Look at the games. Who's sitting in the front row?
The rappers.
The rappers, the entertainers. They sitting in the front row. Now, we always had entertainers in the past, right?
Well, mainly they would be at
They was drug
LA.
dealers back then.
Yeah, they'd just be at LA. Now you got
LA stars.
Listen, I watched the Dallas Mavericks and the Lakers game. Rappers done flew in from all over the place just to come to the game because they wanted to see Kyrie versus Bron. These dudes, because they doing other things, it's not the same as it used to be. These boys with big money. I think it was C.J. Stroud, Moneybag Yo, and what's the boy from Alabama?
Young.
They all in the front row. They sitting with Moneybag Yo, and they all, each of them got on chains probably worth $300,000-$400,000 at the Mavs game. This is a new era, fellas, and we got to get ready for it. Ja just took it another step because the other thing is you don't know what these dudes doing in the drug category either. They might be drunk, high. You don't know.
Oh well, I can tell you right now, 80% smoke weed. So
yeah, so and you don't. Right. And like I said, these boys know
80% of the.
Oh, no question. If it's 12 players on the team, I'm on the active roster at least 8 to 9, 10 smoking weed.
Wow.
So and then these dudes know just enough what to take to pass a drug test.
That was my next question. I would be scared. Don't they random? You been in the league?
Well, when I was playing in the league, if you got tested 1 billion times your rookie year,
You got to
and then if you didn't come up positive none of that time, you never get tested again, unless you give them reason to test you, like Walter Davis had when they got that Phoenix scam,
right?
And all them do is start getting tested twice a week. The rest of the time they was in the league.
But
I bet Ja got tested.
Oh, no question.
How much you want? Yeah, he got tested for sure.
Yeah, he got tested.
And because nothing happened, he probably came because these boys know just how far to go, and they ain't looking for no marijuana on these drug tests anyway. They'd rather for them to smoke.
But Ja gonna miss some games too. He gonna miss some more games, man.
Yeah, because
how much you think?
Man, right now he's looking at 6. Right, I'm gonna say he's gonna be out to the end of this month probably.
He took his own self suspension to kind of suffocate what he really gonna get.
But then they added 4 more to it though.
That's right, I heard the 4.
Yeah, the NBA conduct policy don't give him a break. So regardless of what they ain't filed charges or nothing, it don't matter.
Oh, charges don't mean that. He's still gonna get
he gonna get reprimanded from the league. Believe
but
that.
He ain't the only one carrying the gun. I'm just gonna let y'all know that now.
He the only one pointing at him.
Yeah, but see, the first, his people is pointing at him too because that was where that other thing came up when the Pacers brought a group of people to the game and they got into it with Ja's people. And then after the game, Ja in the vehicle, one of his boys pulled a gun out and put the beam on one of the guys from the Pacers. That's how. That was one of the issues.
That was on the bus.
Yeah, they was off the bus. They was walking to their car. They was in the street. Ja was in the back seat of the vehicle. And the dude rolled his window down and he put his beam on one of the entourage, one of the Indiana Pacers people that they had brought to the game.
Oh, okay.
Because, they all sitting down there front row, dad down there talking mess. You know how he is. He do it every game. And that's another thing y'all got to look at. It's that lifestyle. The dad is sitting down there with rappers and all type of folks. So, he enjoying the life as well.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Well, he missing out a lot of money. I know that. He got to be missing out at least for $5 to $6 million right now.
What you talking about? Like,
All these games he done missed.
Well, his endorsements too. He gonna lose those.
Oh, he gonna lose those for
Well,
sure.
No, I heard Nike and what is Gatorade. What's the three main ones said they ain't leaving?
Yeah, they ain't pulling.
ain't nobody pulled yet.
Ain't nobody pulling.
But I'm talking about three main ones he got.
No, he gonna keep those. He just ain't gonna add none. You know, they still could sell shoes and Gatorade regardless of what he do because of the lifestyle.
Right.
That's the new lifestyle.
He gonna have to change his. He gonna have to change his friends. I'm telling you. He got to change the people who hang around. If they get him to that level, or at least he gonna have to stay out the clubs for a minute.
So should he speak before he come back to the NBA? Should he
No, it's nothing to say. They caught him red-handed.
Hey, actions speak better than words.
Yeah,
They wanna
it's
see him
nothing to
do
say.
right. They want to see him do right. You know what I'm saying? That's why they may go see a psychologist, all types of crazy stuff.
All the
gotta
gun
go through some
violence.
type
That's
of
all the gun
protocol.
violence. They ain't all the gun violence going on in the world. They treating this serious. You see what happened? What's buddy name from the cow team? Cowboys. Look, I struck a nerve. That's what I said.
Wait a minute.
Gregory. Remember he picked up the girl, his girlfriend, and threw her on some on the guns.
Yeah.
He ain't been in the league since, have he?
I missed that one.
Yeah, he playing for Denver.
Yeah, but
Oh, he played for Denver?
Yeah, he played for Denver, I think.
hey, but Morant might not have a gun on him. Period, no more. Just get rid of all his guns.
When the Federal Bureau of Investigation come and tell you, listen, man, you need to listen.
Yeah, that's the main thing right there. When the FBI come to you,
They usually don't give you any chances like that.
you just said,
But let me say this. Was they investigating him or was they investigating somebody that was with
And his
him?
crew
Probably that was
right?
with him.
That's what I'm saying. Because what type of dude is going to be able to hang with Ja? Somebody that's got some money too.
Guarantee one of the big time drug dealers.
Yeah, that's the same thing. That's why Michael Vick's name came up.
right, and that's what they warned Michael Vick, but Michael Vick didn't. He said they're my friends. It's like what Rome said. It's basically who you hang around. They said, Mike, we're warning you. Step away from your friends.
And this is why LeBron James is probably the athlete of the century.
That's why
that
Allen
very reason
Iverson.
right there. For that very reason, unscathed. He not around the wrong crowd.
Shit.
He ain't around.
He just ain't heard about it.
That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
refuse to believe that.
That's what I'm
the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
And I just
I
don't
didn't-
put nobody out there.
Okay,
But come on, man.
Come on. I'm just saying.
It's just
man.
about
I don't-
how you manage your
So you
outside.
trying to tell me the people that started with him is around you now?
the core people. Yeah,
Oh,
with a little bit more. His core people. He's still breaking bread with his core people.
No, he's not.
what year are you
You don't
going
think
to?
so?
2000, 2003. What year you going to?
You don't think Rome, Travis, and
No,
all
I
them
ain't
high
talking
school?
about that.
I'm talking about the high school
I'm talking
buddies.
about the person that was giving him money at first.
Oh no, he left everybody in Spring Hill. So when he left, he ain't take nobody from
Yeah,
Spring
he
Hill.
did take him. He just got rid of him because he was messing up.
Right. What Rome is
Are
saying.
we talking about this? We can't be talking about the. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, let's not talk about that
Yeah.
right now. But what Rome is saying.
Ooh, it's juicy and in the lane. I'm trying to tell y'all.
He said he telling y'all the truth, man.
It's the same with Allen Iverson. Y'all forget, Allen Iverson and Michael Vick is from the same area. Allen Iverson was in the house gambling and was with the dogs. The FBI told Allen Iverson, "We know you be down there with Vick." Allen Iverson stopped going.
See?
It's some Allen Iverson is from the same
Newport News.
Newport News, right? So
Newport News.
You gotta go through the tunnel to get there. Yeah. You gotta go through the tunnel.
So Allen Iverson ain't stopped, and he's still going. You just got to know
You
what
gotta
to
be
do
wise.
when you out here.
You got to be wise.
That's all.
Yes.
Even when you get older, you don't want to be in this. You get older, you don't do the same thing.
No,
Younger anymore.
I hope not.
I even believe they went to Michael Jordan when he had the little gambling problem playing golf. I believe somebody pulled him to the side and told
You know
him.
they did. Remember he lost all that money to the one.
Right, $112,000.
One of the what's some golfers called that they ain't on the tour, but they like
They caddies.
no, they
Oh,
like
no,
they
they're
real
pro.
good and be thinking they ain't good.
They're an elite league kind of.
Okay, I know what you're
You know what I'm saying? They ain't in with the tour, though, but they like
They real good,
They go
too.
there trying to get a person like Michael Jordan on the train.
Right.
Then he get
Hey, he got him on the string.
Yeah, he was tearing his ass up.
Jordan
Caught
didn't
him
see
fly
it.
fishing.
He was like, I don't know your name. Okay, that's fine.
That's why they had that check on TV that he wrote.
Right.
Jordan wrote that check for like $900,000.
Yeah. He was tearing him up. What, he was playing $100,000 a hole or something like that? Yeah, he was tearing him up.
Okay, yo, we still got one of our best sports analysts right here. The Freak things kind of showed off for the day. Freak, I know you've been absent for a few weeks. I know you had to take care of the Ravenna boys. Man, why don't you let us in on something about how y'all been taking a butt whooping and how y'all done turned it around and win the league, man. Let us know how you didn't change the whole situation in Ravenna.
Yeah. Well, actually, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever it is. Good to be back. Basketball season. Come from a coaching family. My nephews are head coach at Ravenna High. They brought me out of retirement with the youth, stuck me in the middle school, and they won the league, co-champs of the league, first time since 1979.
That's great.
Best win record total since 1954.
Man.
Our all-black staff from top to bottom, and I'm also the coordinator and a coach of the youth program, which I have been coaching for about 20 years. We wouldn't have a youth program if I don't keep it going. And so it was good to see that particular group, which I coach as a youth and in middle school, stick together, learn each other, knew how to play with each other, and bring the title home. So it was real rewarding and to see my nephews get the job done.
But basically, you saying that your youth program, you had that core of that team stay together all the way
up from the third grade all the way up to 9 seniors. He graduated 9 seniors.
That's true.
With a 3.5 and up.
Oh, that's what I
we always stress that you're a student first before you're athlete.
That's right.
So
athlete.
You can't play sports if you ain't student first.
That was the main thing. 1 point, whatever the state puts on
1.0,
you. We put it higher.
That's crazy.
To maintain the play. And it works. And we got a good group of kids coming up after this group.
So you got a filter coming now. So
yes.
So at least y'all ain't got to worry about going back to being mediocre or at the bottom.
We're here
so
to
y'all going to
stay.
stay to fight.
We're here to stay.
Pro prospects?
Yeah, we got some going Division I. They just haven't decided. A few of them are going Division II. I think 4 of them have actually got scholarships for football because they're actually football players, but they're athletes, and they brought in. We had co-player of the year, defensive player of the year, and 2 honorable mentions. So good group of kids.
Well, just think about this. I don't care if they go 1, 2, or 3.
Just go.
Just go.
That's right.
You did your job if you got them in the school, man.
I got some.
Big ups.
I got some that's in school right now, and when I see them, they always come back and say, because of you, which always is rewarding. And I got kids that I coach that are grown now and don't stop coaching because my son is coming. So that keeps me going. And I was invited to a surprise birthday party. A young man turned 21. His grandmother called me and said he wrote an article about me. It was an essay he did. It was about Coach Kelley, how I changed his life. So it's rewarding. That's what drives me to keep doing what I'm doing and give it back. I always told my baseball coach, he always said, if you get a chance to give back, give back. And I never forgot that. So when I came back home from the service, that was my first stop, because I love basketball.
Well, let's give it up to the Freak and Ravenna, and I hope y'all keep it going.
Right.
We room for y'all, man.
Thank you.
Next on our list, man, we got to talk about, man, I'm bringing this out of the blue, but, man, we talk about, y'all always talking about Davis, your boy Durant. Oh, my God.
Hurt again.
Come on, man. Don't start
Durant.
that. He accidentally hurt himself.
Say it again. Say it again. You said accident. Hold on.
Come on, man. He's not soft.
It's on you, Julius. Say what you got to say.
You go to the left.
He's not.
I like that.
He's not soft. Durant is a baller. He loves basketball.
Hey, man.
He will play hurt.
I want you to look this up. Out of the last 280 some or 60 some games, Durant has played 120 games.
Yeah, he done missed some games.
He missed more games than Davis.
He was actually hurt.
Davis was actually hurt.
Davis is a different type of hurt. Come on.
Different type. Hurt is hurt,
man.
How you know that, man? Hurt is hurt.
I'm going to tell you the type of hurt Davis is. Davis is the type of hurt when Leon Spinks stepped into the ring and Mike Tyson hit him. That's Davis hurt. He wanted to stay down. That's the type of hurt. He wanted to stay down. The type of hurt that Durant is when Mike Tyson bit Holyfield's ear. That's the type of hurt Kevin Durant is. He was really hurt,
hey, man,
but he's still a fighter.
He got hurt in the layup line. Nobody around him.
It's an accident.
Man, nobody around. Man, who get hurt in the layup line?
Come on, man. It was an accident. The floor was wet, man.
It's like I said, Davis got hurt
man.
in the middle of action.
So he gonna be out the rest of the season.
No, he ain't gonna be out.
4 to 6 weeks.
That's what they just said.
The season.
That's what they just said.
6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks he's out.
What's the injury?
He hurt his ankle. You ain't see it?
Oh, man. Wait,
He slipped. He slipped.
You ever seen a 6'11" dude go down so slow?
Gil, help me out, man. Come on, Gil. Help me out, man. Man, you know Kevin Durant is a baller, Gil. Come on, help me out.
He's a baller, but he stays hurt because he has nothing to support himself. He has no meat on them little skinny legs. At 6'11", he can't take the beating that has been taken. So every time you turn around, he's hurt.
He might be of glass now, how y'all is saying. He's hurt. But when he was with OKC.
Oh, no, we going back with OKC.
Okay, he was standing there.
You know why? Because he just come out of college, so he was fresh. He hadn't took the beating that he took. He run. He wasn't wore out.
He was always hurt in New Orleans.
That man is 30-some odd years old. He could not do what he did when he was at OKC. Period. Anthony Davis, his body never caught up. He grew so fast, everything never caught up with him.
That's true.
So that's why he gets hurt all the time. His Mother Nature didn't do him right. When you go from 5'10" to 6'11",
that is true.
In 2 years, something's not right. Your body, and he never put himself in the weight room.
I wish I would have went 5'7"
to put muscle on.
Well, let me just tell you something. I saw a guy that I knew, brother, grow 5 inches over the summer, and he called me and said, "Hey, Juke, can you come down here? I'm gonna mess around with him today and teach him." I was like, "Rome, you too hard on him. His body grew. Let him grow into his body." No, I'm not letting him grow into his body. We got to be hard on him right now. Like, Rome, come on, let him grow.
What are you talking about, dude?
Boozy, you was hard on him that summer, man. When he grew 5 inches.
Oh, we getting real on here today.
That's not easy.
Man, he went all the way back to my brother. Come on.
That's not easy.
How you gonna go back to my brother,
Because you was too hard on him, man.
Hey, Julius, man. Hey, man, I ain't never heard nobody say they was not hard on me. If that's the way you grew up and taught.
Rome, you was better than everybody. We had to be hard on you. You was better than everybody.
But I'm talking about coaches. Hey, I mean, the way I was taught the game is there's no crying in basketball.
Rome, you was the man. So everybody's gonna be hard on the man. We looking for you for leadership. You the man.
But if you don't be hard on them, you need to get that extra oomph out of them. How you gonna get it?
Rome, when somebody go like that, you have to, like my man just said, you have to ease them into him. You can't just be hard on somebody that growth spurt. He got to ease into that 6'7" body. But if you already know
what's coming, because he knows when I ain't around, other coaches going to do it, he already expected. That when I come here, I got to work hard.
Gil, help me out,
I understand with that, though.
Gil, help me out.
But see, I understand what both of y'all saying. It's the eras, too. You know, in the era back when we talking about Boozy, that's expected. I don't know nobody that wouldn't have been hard on Boozy or anybody in that magnitude if they see the potential. You know what I mean? The potential. Coaches in the 70s and the 80s coached a whole different style than they do now.
Right.
You know, and so when a coach has a player with potential from the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, they coached them hard. That's no doubt about it.
Gotta stay.
And so you get to the 90s, now we get technical. We start teaching more. We start working more on technical little things and that pertain to basketball. Like we can go back let's go back to the community centers. We talked about that. So we could go to a community center and you could learn how to play basketball for free.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right.
Now, you can't go to a community center and learn how to play basketball. Now you got to pay somebody.
Right.
If you want to learn how to play outside your high school. So the game has changed. So back in the day when some of us played and when we came up, the coaches was hard. They was hard. That's all they know. Now we got the coaches, now they want to be technical. You know, you can't talk to the kids a certain way. So, and then Davis, since you brought him up, Anthony Davis had the opportunity to not be injured. Because if Anthony Davis played in the 70s and 80s, he'd be Sam Bowie.
Yep, you're right.
Easy.
You're right.
Easy. But he's in a situation now where it's so technical and so scientific in regards to the sports anatomy where they can take a person and make him into what they want him to be. Anthony Davis don't want that.
But I'm just saying, why don't they do okay, if I see Brian and made the blueprint of staying healthy and keep going. If I was Anthony Davis or Durant, I would ask, man, what you do to stay healthy and don't get hurt, man?
They don't want
it. So I can tell you that
Brian is just now getting hurt now. Brian's just now starting to get hurt.
I'm going to tell you
Because
why.
of age.
I'm going to tell you why.
The age problem.
Anthony Davis is from that new, this is the new era of basketball player. Anthony Davis is the beginning stages of the new era. We ain't working on our game in off season. We having fun and kicking it.
Man.
I don't know if y'all remember last year when Anthony Davis didn't finish the season and they asked him in like July or August, when the last time you played basketball? He said, I ain't picked up a basketball since April. And it's August.
Man, I bet Durant weighed the same he weighed when he first came in this motherfucker.
I'll tell you about
Never seen a player that weighed the same they weighed when they came in and they would have left. You gonna pick up some lifting weight? I mean, look. I mean,
I say you done picked up about 20 pounds.
No way, man.
Yeah, for sure.
At least 20.
He got what?
And he got stronger.
He was a stick at
He ain't got stronger.
He got a little stronger. Yeah,
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
No, he
has.
didn't. No, he didn't.
Just because he don't go, just because you're not used to see what people fail to realize. We're not used to seeing, because I'm from that kind of like that era too, where 6'11", 6'10", I'm used to a real power forward banging, and we're not used to that. That's not his game. So of course it don't look like he's strong, but he's stronger than he was when he came into the league.
No, he's
for
not.
Sure.
No, he's not.
Look at
Man,
him.
you talking about he's 6'11".
Look at him when he came
6'6",
from
6'7", 6'8" guarding. So he gonna be able to shoot over them like it ain't nothing.
what he's supposed to do.
Well, I ain't mad about it. I mean, he taking care of business.
I'm gonna go back to when he was with the Nets. I'm gonna go back to that, and they should have beat Milwaukee. I gotta go back to that when he checked Giannis, and he checked him. He guarded him straight up by himself. Giannis probably 40, 50 pounds heavier than him. He checked him. Post him up, he checked him. On the perimeter, he checked him.
That's why they had to
Durant's foot wasn't on that line, we wouldn't even be talking about Milwaukee winning the title.
Yeah, what are we talking about with Durant?
That's
he
what
don't
I'm
need
saying.
to be stronger.
His game is
You gotta be stronger to say you can't go to make a layup all by yourself, doing a twisty doodle and fall like it was a monkey.
I say
That's
stronger.
a freak accident.
I say stronger so his body can support his height.
Okay, this is all I gotta say. Where do Durant rate in the NBA right now as far as players?
Oh, definitely top 5.
Did you say top 5?
3. Yeah, top.
Count 4 up.
3.
Count 4 up. Yeah, count 4
Man,
up.
right now,
He's number 1.
you fucking crazy.
You crazy.
How you pick his
Right
number
now,
one?
it's Giannis and the Joker and Embiid. Top 3 right now.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Give me top 3 right now.
I'm gonna tell you.
Or Tatum.
Wrong.
One of those 4 is top 3.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this. If there was 7 seconds left in the game, and when they was losing
What
by
the hell that got to do with
let me ask you
That's
this.
a lot of motherfuckers giving 2 with 7 seconds in the game.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me ask you this. If there's 7 seconds left in the game, and your team is down by 2, and you gotta choose between Giannis, the Joker, or Kevin Durant, who Who you throwing the ball into?
Durant.
But that ain't,
I'm just saying.
but that's not the comparison. You said who the top 3 in the league. Now who gonna get the ball in the last seconds?
Okay. Wait.
That's
Let me do this.
I'm gonna give it to Kyrie Irving.
Okay,
That's what I'm gonna give it to.
If you
Hennessy,
right now watch the basketball game and everybody is healthy, who would you think would score 50 first out of your 3?
Jew breaking down some analogy.
I don't know, because you got to think of the Joker as a triple-double man.
He's a walking triple-double.
And you think about
I said 50. I said 50.
Giannis is a stat stuffer, but Durant, he'd be the first one to get you 50 out of those 3.
And you know who's gonna be the second? You know the second best player in the league?
Who?
He plays in Philadelphia. He's the center. Embiid.
No, he's not.
He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable.
I'm glad we don't agree.
Affect the game.
And make the conversation.
That's the only way
He's
he
unstoppable.
only affect the game on one end of the. He's not a dog. He's not a dog for me. He's not a dog. You can't turn it off. He turns it off.
Now, if you want to
Blast
talk about somebody that was hurt early in their career, soft. If we do have a little
Man,
soft,
Embiid don't have nothing compared to those dudes, man. Come on, don't need Jew.
early in his career,
Go there, Jew. Jew, don't go there,
I
man.
think that
Please.
if you pass me the ball, I will go down there and I will make the best play for my team. But if I don't have nobody to throw it to,
That's right. That's right, Rod.
I just shoot it.
That's right, Rod.
Get out of here.
Think about it. Okay, if Harden played good this year, to help him. Because the dude Maxey is a good point guard.
He's good.
So if they can get those all 3 clicking, they're gonna be all right in the playoffs. Because think about last one hard. Who do you have? Your boy from New Jersey, didn't he?
Well, let me
he
just say
ain't play,
this.
did
You know what could be the reason they don't have a championship is 3 bounces from Kawhi Leonard. Bounce, bounce, bounce. If they win that series against Toronto, they beat Milwaukee and go to the championship and win the championship that year.
Well, that's the way the ball bounced. It bounced their way, and that's So since the ball bounced away, now it's time to show it again. Come back again.
He gonna show it this year.
That's a
I
lot
like
of
Philly.
ifs. That's a lot of ifs.
You're right.
If Kevin Love hadn't got hurt, if Kyrie Irving hadn't got hurt, Cleveland might have 3 or 4 instead of Golden State. That's a lot of ifs. The ball bounced that way. Embiid was hurt earlier in the season, but he started taking care of his body.
That's the key, man.
And now look at him.
Now Embiid looked great. Remember, Embiid was skinny when he first, but look, he looked great
Now
now,
look
man.
at him. Unstoppable.
He's unstoppable. Thank you.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
He's not going to give you 50. He don't need to.
Yeah.
But he affects the game on defense
Block shots and rebound. That's all I need you for.
and offense.
And
He's
hit
there.
threes.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna go as far as to say
I
this.
can't put him in.
Not a dog.
I can't put him in. I can't put him in my. I can't put him in the top 3 though. I can
He
put him
not in my
at
top
4.
3.
I mean, y'all forgetting about Jason Tatum.
No, Tatum is nice. He's nice.
Tatum just
Luka?
came along the last 2 years.
Luka.
But I'm
Luka
just
top
okay.
5.
Let's look at this. Tatum is 26 years old. And Luka, they both pretty good. But I mean, to the effect of the overall game and to take his team where he took them, Tatum, you got to put him in the group.
Tatum is in the group.
He's in the top 10. He's in the top
I give him
10.
top 10. He ain't top 5 in the league.
He's in the top 10. He's still learning.
But he can score 30. He's second
Yeah,
or third in the league in scoring.
Yeah.
Give me Jaylen Brown before I take Tatum because Jaylen more of a dog on D. See, that's my thing. I'm a defensive dude.
No, but you're right in this case. JB is more athletic. If you look at the games that Boston played when there's 5 seconds, 7 seconds left in the game, who do they draw up to play for?
Jalen.
Jalen. Who do they draw the play up for? And every time Tatum do get it, he miss a layup. He'll miss a shot. So they draw the
He
play up
smoke a
for the
lot of
most
them.
athletic player on their team.
I can't worry about what the last shot is when the 4 quarters he didn't drop 45.
No,
and you win the game because he dropped 45.
No,
and he will guard when it's time to guard.
See,
we
that's
got to
my
go
thing.
back to but see, here's the thing: y'all got to look at the NBA. The NBA. It's not an 82-game defensive schedule.
No.
We're not playing defense 82 games. Now, look at the playoffs. Let's go to the playoffs now. Okay? The reason why people are skeptical of giving Jokic the MVP again, because you ain't done nothing when it counts. It's okay to get 10 rebounds a game when you playing 82 games because ain't nobody playing like they
But he
supposed
averaging
to.
damn near 32 now.
Right now, yeah, but
He's
his
a bad
point totals
boy.
has went down in these last 10 or 15 games. Look at him. It went down because the other guys were playing better. But when it comes playoff time,
He do be MIA.
and we stick 6'5" Draymond Green on him.
But you know how the NBA is like it is.
Well, they won't have no time. They ain't gonna have no situations like they've had in the last few years because if they go in there healthy, they gonna have the most powerful bench in the NBA.
Yeah, again, but
That's tough.
until you do it, you ain't done it. Just like Memphis,
but the MVP
we can say with Ja, Memphis could be the most. They got a lot of players, and they bench is deep too. But again, if you ain't done it, you ain't done it.
Yeah, they too young
Coach.
for me too.
Coach, but the thing is this: the MVP is the regular season. It's a regular season award. It's not a postseason award.
That is also
Right.
true.
That
Because
is true.
They give MVP for playoffs too. You know that.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, what do people measure your basketball ability or your basketball game on? Same with the NFL. What do they measure it on?
Championship.
Championships.
Yeah.
And the Joker ain't even got you close yet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, at least he working on getting close. Every year, he keeping them in contention. But in the last few,
But I just named players that then got there. We talking about Durant, you talking about Tatum, you talking about Giannis. These boys done been there.
Been there.
Been there.
So is Steph Curry out of the top 5 now? Did he fall out?
No.
Top 5 what?
Steph Curry.
Top 5 best players
Man,
in the NBA.
Steph Curry ain't no top 5 now, man. He about 10, 9.
He top 10 for sure.
Somewhere
Steph
around
Curry
there.
done fell out.
Like a big
Top 10
dog.
for sure.
Only because he been hurt. Trust me. If
And
he
he on the
wasn't
West
hurt,
Coast too. Well, I
if he
watched
wasn't
all.
hurt, Golden State. You got to look at the records in the West, and look at the records in the East. You put Curry playing those games that they, even with their terrible record on the road, they still 4 or 5 seed right now.
No.
They just dropped.
It's just
They just dropped.
I say they even out. They out.
From the
No,
fourth,
they're not out. I just looked
from
at
the
it today.
4th through 13.
Everybody is right there.
Bunched together, but
Right.
Lakers is 9 now.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but from 4 to 13,
They all
they're like
bunched
1 or 2
together.
games
Yeah.
apart from each other.
So that's what I'm saying.
April gonna be crazy.
You ain't lying.
Before that's just
Teams gonna have to play to the end.
that's just
instead of
like
having
Zion.
leads.
Yeah.
They have to play to the end.
when before Zion was hurt, New Orleans was second.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. So injuries do play a part with
Yes.
your best players not playing.
Yes.
And it's like I said, the regular season, Rome, you know better than anybody. These dudes, they don't play hard every game.
I think they should shorten the season by 2. Since they got the play in, they should shorten the season by at least 10 games.
They're not going to do it because of the money on the table.
Because of the money, right.
Yeah,
They're
the
not
money
gonna
on the
do
table.
that.
That's like baseball. Baseball, they want to shorten the season so bad, but these folks spending too much money, and these owners ain't going for it.
That's right.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not
they
going.
never
That's,
gonna
it's
shorten
not the
that.
players that don't want to do it. It's the owners.
See, you gotta think about
line
this.
move everything.
But they play 162, half of that at home. And if you like the, just say you're a sorry team, and if you still getting 20, 30,000, you making a lot of bread, man. 20, 30,000 people. What's it? Have 80? What? 80 games at home, 80 on the road.
Yep.
You still making, but just think about like the Yankees that sell out every game.
Oh yeah.
That's why they can play those players all that
They
money.
get the cut
man.
of that.
Could you imagine 80 games at home? What the Yankees probably hold about 60, 70,000?
Yeah, but the Yankees get their money from one thing and one thing only.
Merch.
Yes Network. The cable company.
And they merch
Network.
crazy too.
Everybody got a network where they go.
But they ain't got the Yankees
Well, ain't nobody
network.
gonna get paid as much as New York, but everybody got that. But I'm just saying,
Right.
just imagine they playing all the games with just 20, 30,000 people. Just think when the Indians was sorry. They wouldn't get no crowd.
And look at this. The baseball is 80 home games at the same amount of people that come to an NBA basketball game.
Or more.
No, it's,
It's
more.
80. It's more. Twice as much.
Most,
Right.
most arenas probably hold about 18, 20,000.
Right.
Right. 22.
Baseball hold
22,
about 50.
No, yeah, 50,
Yeah, about
60.
50.
Yeah.
But the one thing, baseball is not a fair sport. Basketball and football is fair. Baseball is not fair.
Why ain't it?
Because
Salary cap.
There's no salary cap.
Oh, you talking about as far as like? Oh yeah.
It's not
Okay.
fair. Do you know 1 year the Yankees starting pitching staff made more money than 20 teams in the league? Just their starting
But sometimes
five.
that don't always equate to championships though. I haven't seen people.
This is true.
You know,
This is true.
I haven't seen people buy cash out and don't do nothing. Remember that year Dan Snyder had all them boys? Dion, who else he had? He had the big guy in the middle, Henderson.
Yeah, you're right about that, but
He bought
it's
all
almost
them boys, and they didn't even make the play. I don't think they made the playoffs that year.
You know what it sounds like though? You're right. You know, when Space Jam was made and Michael Jordan and them looked at the aliens and stuff, they thought they was gonna lose until Michael Jeffrey Jordan showed up.
It's hard to beat that dude. Man.
It's hard to beat that dude, right? Until he showed up.
Okay, y'all, last topic of the day. I want to talk about, man, I'm trying to figure out the difference between Lamar and the contract situation. One situation, they tell him to go, you can get a contract with the player's tag, right?
Right.
One, they can keep him, nobody can match it. One, they can match it, right? The other,
The new contract is this. They basically
franchise tag.
Right, they franchise him. But he's out there on the market where anybody can offer him anything, but Baltimore has the opportunity to match.
Right, I understand that. So what I'm saying is Gil got Washington, and he said he pay him $200 million. So that means they got to match that $200 million.
Right. This is what Baltimore really want to do. It's collusion. It's basically, I'm saying this. We're all owners in here. Saying, man, don't start that. What they did in Cleveland was dumb as hell. Don't give this man no guaranteed contract. We all done got together. Basically,
they want to give him $200 million, but guarantee $60 million.
Well, this is what they don't put on the table. Is this? He got to get more than 189 guaranteed because of this reason and this reason only. Kyler Murray got 189 guaranteed. Kyler Murray ain't did a damn thing in the NFL.
Nothing.
So Lamar is looking at that. Then Deshaun Watson got 230 fully guaranteed.
He ain't did shit either.
So it's got to fall in between 190 and 230 guaranteed. So if they give him 200 guaranteed, but signing for 300, Lamar's signing that shit. He's signing that.
But they ain't offered him that.
No, they haven't offered him that. But a team can come back and say, "Well, we'll give you 300, but we'll give you 200 guaranteed."
You got something to say, Free? Oh.
He killed himself.
He don't have an agent.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're right.
You need representation.
No, y'all don't.
No, you don't necessarily need an agent.
Right, but I'm just saying, he got somebody advise him going there saying.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
Right.
He ain't just going there, you know.
No.
But he been hurt the last 2 years.
Really? You think he really was hurt?
No. Shit like he just said.
I get it.
He been hurt mentally the last 2 years.
Yeah.
He's not physically hurt.
Yeah. Because he been sitting back and looking like, okay, he got.
But see what he should have did. He should have played this year. He should have finished the season.
Remember he got hurt. You talking about he should have came back and finished?
He should have came back.
Well,
to get that money,
saying he can play. He could have played in the playoffs.
And to get that money that he wants to get that guarantee.
I wouldn't have.
That's why he ain't got no contract.
I wouldn't have. He gonna get one.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He
He just told you. If me or we owners, we're gonna get together just like he just said. We're not gonna do what Cleveland did to Deshaun Watson.
It won't be that, but it'd be close. But
he's not gonna get it.
It's gonna be close.
Why pay?
Well, both franchise tags. You still get the same amount of money. How much they still got to pay?
No,
It's different.
it's different.
Yeah.
In the franchise.
When they
tag.
start
So
losing,
one might be 30 million, one might be 40 million.
One is 47.8, and the other one is 32.9. He's under the 32.9
Right.
that he can go out there and negotiate.
Shot.
Right.
what's gonna happen is we're gonna start next season, and they're gonna see that the boy that they got now ain't, and they're gonna come back to the.
Lamar got to play. He'll play under that contract.
No, he got to play under that contract.
He got to play.
That may be true.
32 million ain't no chump change.
That may be true, but he's gonna get what he wants or close to it.
Who gonna give it to him?
See,
Somebody. Panthers will give it to him.
Let me tell you something right now on
Panthers
on
got
Lamar
money.
Jackson.
They still got.
Him not having representation is hurting him in the sense that when you have an experienced representation, they can already gauge the market. Now you asking an advisor or maybe his mom who is representing him to gauge the market. They can't get a real gauge of it because they don't work within the confines of the league. Now, I'm going to tell you a sleeper team. They can't get in the game until the team is sold. The Washington football team can't get in the game until
They get
team. They're the ones that.
What you say? They making Washington sell their team?
No, Dan
Snyder is out of there.
Yeah.
He out of there, so he got to sell the team. So they just talked about that today, that they found somebody to buy the team.
Right.
So,
they don't want him to buy it.
now they ain't even part of the NFL? You just said?
No.
They're part of the NFL, but they can't make no moves.
I can't go out and say I'm gonna give Lamar $200 million, and we ain't got no owners yet.
Right.
But they don't want to sell it to Bezos.
Oh no, Bezos,
They don't.
He did.
They
Who's
don't.
Bezos?
Jeff, Amazon. He said I'd rather.
Amazon.
Oh no,
good?
Amazon, they ain't want to get him in. Bezos
Why
did
they,
too much.
why they won't let him in? What did he do?
Oh man,
Snyder and Bezos got some issues.
But Bezos, I mean,
Well,
they do a thorough background check on you own a team. So
They don't want to deal with Bezos.
What
Bezos too
Bezos is
political.
doing is he gonna throw one of his cronies up front,
That's what he gonna
and
do.
he gonna be a silent partner. That's what's gonna happen.
like the Clippers owner.
Yeah, like the Clippers
Well,
on.
but-
Or how Snyder
Bill
was
Gates.
supposed to be.
Yep.
Snyder was not supposed to be out front.
Right. He was like his daughter. Wasn't he supposed to be like his daughter or something like that?
He had it was 3 or 4 teams.
So-
groups.
Lamar doesn't have the right representation to go out and engage and talk to the teams. You know, when you got the boy that everybody uses that, that some of our elite NFL players have, that he can go right to the GM. He personal friends with the owners. He can kind of gauge what's going on. The colluding thing, I agree with, but I want y'all to go back and look at Daniel Jones' contract. He got 4 years, 160.
And that's
How
what I
much
was about to
guarantee?
ask
How
you.
much-
80.
And this is what I'm about to say.
And he ain't done nothing.
When you trying to gauge this market, it ain't too many people you got to gauge. I need to know who's ahead of me. Because I'm one of the best. If I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm just playing devil's advocate. And just think about it. Just think about it. Hear me out. I'm Lamar Jackson. I have an MVP. I've taken this to the playoffs every single time I've been in the league, and I have an MVP. Now I'm looking at these guys. Okay, Mahomes got this. All right, he got a couple of Super Bowls. He got MVP. All right, he got what we just said, Daniel Jones. He got this. So your boy Dak Prescott, he got that. I'm not worried about what them other cats got. So I just need to gauge myself amongst them. Do I feel like I'm better than these cats? And how do my resume hold up against these cats? And there's only one other cat. That's resume-wise is better than his right now. Maybe Joe Burrows.
It's not that. It's the guaranteed money that's stopping
where
his
it's gonna be at.
contract.
Because
That's
the
what I'm
bottom line
saying.
with Lamar Jackson right now is this. It's a team right now, if they plug Lamar Jackson in right now, they will be favored to win the Super Bowl. And they just cut $27 million out of their quarterback position when they let Jimmy go. If San Francisco went to Baltimore and said, you guys better do something with this guy or we're going to make him our quarterback. And if they say that, if the owners really want to make, they can.
So what did Baltimore gonna do all the quarterbacks they got now?
What you mean?
Not Baltimore, I'm talking about San Francisco.
Well, they only got really 2. They got the
3, right?
No, they only got 2.
Guap, right?
They got the kid, the young kid.
Garoppolo.
No, he
gone.
He
He gone.
gone. That's the $27 million they got.
Are they cutting?
What you mean?
He's a free agent, wrong.
Garoppolo, a bad boy. I wouldn't have cut him.
I'm like a free agent, wrong.
He was
Wrong, he can't win
It was
the
a
big
little rough
game.
at the end of last season.
He
So.
can't win the big game.
So you like that? What's the other
got
dude?
Lane.
Lance, what's the other quarterback?
And they got the dude.
The young boy.
And the youngin, Mr. Irrelevant.
So you telling me that they would give up one of them or get rid of both of them two to get Lamar?
No. They can keep him. They can keep him because they on the rookie contracts.
Yeah.
Right.
They on the rookie contracts. The guy they needed to
Them
get
jokers ain't
rid
making
of,
no
they got rid of him. Jimmy.
Mr. Irrelevant ain't making no money.
Right.
No, he ain't making no money.
We know that.
Right.
It's stuff that ain't guaranteed. I guarantee.
No.
But do you know where Lamar want to go? You know where he want to go, right?
Where?
And it's kind of sad because Tua is there. He want to go to Miami.
Oh, the coach shot that down today on TV Live.
Did they?
Shot it down.
Okay.
Said they're keeping Tua.
Yeah, that's where he want to go.
Now that's amazing.
Well, he technically he really want to go to Florida. That's really where he want to go. So Tampa Bay is wide open for him because you let
Tampa Bay
Brady
salary
go
cap is-
40 mil. Well, Brady come off 40 mil right there, but he don't come off till June 1st.
Right.
But the problem with Lamar Jackson is it's really not a problem. He ain't signing the franchise tag for no $32 million because he's worth more than that. I hate to say it, he's worth more. 1 year, $32 million.
You know the team that right now I would just throw all my chips in and go get him and sign him, like throw $500 million at him and guarantee him $200 million. They ain't got nobody. Atlanta Falcons. They should just throw all their chips in right now.
They got the young boys down there, but they
But they ain't got no offensive line to help him though.
But see, here's the catch. You got, okay, I got the money, but Lamar want to win too. See, Lamar want everything. This is the issue you got.
Yeah.
Lamar
he don't want to go
wants
to a rebuilder.
win,
He don't want no
and he
rebuilder.
wants
Okay,
the
why
money.
they pay
Why
Oakland's
should he
quarterback? They went to New Orleans. Why did they pay him? He ain't did nothing. I don't know when.
I like him though.
Oh, Carr?
Yeah.
I like Carr.
Why
I like
they keep
Carr.
paying him? He got some big money again.
I like Carr.
I don't know how he keeps doing it. I really.
But I'm
Carr
trying to
never
tell
had
y'all,
nobody. Carr never had nobody out there in Oakland. You can say what you want to say, but he never had a big time weapon out there in Oakland, and he still did his thing. Passed for 4,000.
He won one playoff
He had
game,
Jacob.
though.
Wait, let me think.
He won one playoff game.
Who was his wide receiver?
I don't know, but he won one.
You don't know.
His
Who was his
receiver
running
from
back?
Green Bay. His receiver from
Jacobs
that's
is
this
his
year.
running.
That's this year.
Jacobs is his running back.
Right. That's the only one that's been there for the duration that you can remember as an offensive threat with
he had
him.
a nice tight end.
Waller.
tight end.
Waller just came back. Waller been there
Yeah.
for like
been
2
hurt
years.
the
He just
whole
came.
time he's been there.
He had a couple decent, above decent receivers.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
call his name. His problem was he didn't have no coach. That was his
So you don't
problem.
think,
It wasn't the
You
team.
talking about our dude from the Patriots? From Canton?
Yeah.
He tried
I mean, before that, even before that.
Yeah,
You
anybody
know
was
his coach got in trouble. Jay Gruden.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Gruden
know
got in
Gruden
trouble.
got I'm not talking about the coach from came
Is
from
it
the
Jay?
Patriots.
What's his name?
Jay Gruden.
Jay Gruden. I'm talking about the coach that came from the Patriots was from Canton.
Daniels.
McDaniels.
Yeah.
But if McDaniels coached different than the other coaches he had.
Right.
See, you got to understand, he's a freestyle football player. You know, a lot of times he likes to change the plays at the line of
Talking
scrimmage.
about Carr?
Yeah, he likes to change the plays in the huddle because he's an offensive mind himself. When you play in the New England system,
They like to grind you out.
they like to grind you out. It's their way or it's no way. Now, they'll let Brady roll like that, but they ain't letting nobody else. And McDaniel come in trying to retool a quarterback that's been in the league 8-9 years. You can't do it. It's impossible.
Can't do it. And guess what? And mark my words. Watch what the Saints do this year.
That's where Jimmy should go. Jimmy should go to Raiders.
Ain't what you said?
Jimmy
I thought you
should go
said
to
then Carr signed with the Saints, right?
Yeah, he signed with the Saints.
Watch what he got. He got weapons down there. Now he got some real weapons. He got Olave down there, and he got the one Joker. If he can stay healthy.
Michael
They're
Thomas
gonna
ain't
bring
coming
somebody
back.
for him. They're gonna bring somebody in for him. Come
I
on.
heard Michael Thomas, they cutting him.
They get rid
I
of
heard he's
him.
done too.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, I heard Michael Thomas is
Y'all
done.
think?
He's a head case.
Yeah, something is going
Why
on.
you wait till the beginning of the season to get surgery? You know you need surgery.
Right.
At the end of last season.
Oh, he won't out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He won't out.
No, come on, man. Y'all can't think about it. He wouldn't, because think about it. If he needed surgery, the doctor said it's a 50-50 chance that you can be all right and we can make it to next year, see what we can do, you're going to try it. You know what I'm saying? Because the club ain't going to let you. They think you need surgery.
Or it
You
could
go
be a
get that
Shaquille
surgery.
O'Neal situation. Remember, Shaquille O'Neal said, I figure I got hurt on company's time. I might as well do the surgery on company's time. Remember when Shaq said that?
That diesel.
It could be a situation like that. I
could
got
be,
hurt
yeah.
playing. I'm not about to sit out my whole summer.
So he been out for 2 years because he wanted to do a shot.
Yeah, the thing that's funny about Michael Thomas, though, it's hard to say these words that come out of my mouth. Man, he could arguably be the best receiver in football at one time. I'm talking about.
was.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was.
He was literally
he didn't drop a pass for like 2 years
he
or something
was
like that.
literally incredible. Like
He didn't drop a pass for like 2
And
years.
then y'all forget who his advisor is.
Keyshawn Johnson, ain't
Yeah.
it? His cousin.
His
Keyshawn.
cousin.
Right.
So cousin, and you look at Keyshawn's history in the league. Keyshawn doing it his way, whether you like it or not.
Oh, yeah. Throw
And
me
if
the
you
damn
don't
ball.
like it, trade it.
Throw me the damn ball.
Hey,
Look, Mike is losing a lot of money, man.
D, we said at the same time. Throw me
But
the
it's
damn
one thing you got to
ball.
guarantee. If they cut him, he's going to get picked up like that.
Oh no, man, he losing a lot of money right now. He really is.
He done made a lot of money right now.
Okay, but listen. You say he a case, but he ain't like the case. What's your dude that played for Tampa Bay that took a shirt off?
Brown.
But he ain't a case like that. Now that motherfucker crazy.
It's hard for me to say this again. He might have been the best receiver in football when he was
At the time, yeah, for sure. It hurts me to say that. And when he was in Pennsylvania, when he was in Pennsylvania,
he might have been
Back to Pittsburgh.
But him taking that shirt off and do what he did, he'll never get another job.
he don't want to.
He buying studio time.
And he would he lined himself up with Kanye.
Oh,
So
Lord.
you know it's OV for him. He might, he's something like the executive or something like that, the good music or something like that.
He set the trend for receivers getting paid, though. He was one of the first ones that really got paid. He got 60, 70 million out of Pittsburgh. Easy. The second time around. So he set the trend because he finished his contract out in Pittsburgh.
Well, he need to go be with Easy then, or Jeezy, whatever you call that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He don't need to be.
God might want to
Get him
catch
with
him.
Kanye.
That's his world right there.
That's it. Oh, they best friends.
Well, don't
Yeah.
become, the NFL don't need him no more.
Don't need.
Y'all might want to
Nah,
take some
man.
notes here. So.
But we done seen
the
receivers
rap movie.
that got all kind of talent in the world and go crazy because we had one for the Cleveland Browns. And to this day,
Josh Gordon.
I think that boy would have been.
Oh, my God.
He couldn't let it go.
I'm
Oh,
saying,
my God.
He couldn't let it go.
Hey, man, y'all need that dude.
I'm talking
Well,
about
like Stephen A. said,
The weed. And that's my boy. If you ever watch this,
Ricky
hey, Stephen A.,
Williams.
you my boy. I love you to death, man. I'm having you on the show. The weed.
Hey, but
13 million?
Let me tell you this, though. Those guys like that are fucked up. Because if you like the weed and you like whatever you do, I got to go to work to get what I want to do. Right?
True.
So go there and act fucking right so you keep getting money and you can do weed all you want.
Josh Gordon easily could have been a $100 million player.
but the
Easily.
second time he came back, that ain't why they let him go.
The second time wasn't it? He was on the plane.
It was always
and started
weed.
drinking.
Get all the time.
No, he didn't. No, it was something. He did something else. He was late, and he got
Was
to
it
the
personal
late.
time or something?
No, when it film or something
Yeah,
for
he-
film, wasn't it?
And they
Well, he
sent him
didn't show up
home,
one time.
and he never came. They sent
Right,
him home.
that's right.
Ain't no mystery why he was late.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, but
Listen,
but
no, because they drug test him.
meeting.
Listen,
Yeah, I remember
Josh
that.
Gordon, every day he showed up, he got drug tested. Every single day.
Hey, Gil, do you blame him though, man?
No, I don't, but I'm just saying. He showed up, he took his drug test, but he was late. And they said, go home.
Man, zero tolerance, man.
Yeah, and that's why he
When
didn't
you
come
at
back.
that, when you at that zero tolerance threshold, there's nothing you can do.
Oh, you don't
He
get
get
on that point.
XFL now.
Gil, when he woke up when he was late, he said went to the hospital, emergency.
Instantly, he got a doctor's note. I got a doctor's note.
you're right. He should have got a
I
doctor's
called for the emergency. I'm at emergency. I can't make
And guess what the Browns would have did?
Can't see me
Watch
till
this.
tomorrow.
Guess what the Browns would have did? They'd have called the team doctor. You need to get over there to the Cleveland
Right now.
Clinic right now and see what's going on.
Exactly.
And he walking
All the
right
team
back
doctors-
up in there.
All
I
the
would've
team
been in
doctors
there.
have been there. All of them have been there. If I had to cut myself, maybe cut me. Cut twice.
Hey, for sure. Josh Gordon is a special talent. He really is.
Oh,
He-
my
Man,
But he's older.
Antonio Brown had to stay away from social media for 24 hours or something like that, or the weekend, and he would have got like 16, 32 or something like that. What, it was something crazy. And he couldn't let it go.
Couldn't let it go.
Couldn't let it go. All he had to do was stay off of social media.
Some of these people also have issues that I'm not capable of saying what they have, but there's something going on up there that's not correct.
He didn't come in the league like I refuse to believe that. Because he didn't come into the league like that.
He didn't
I
show-
think
he didn't show
money.
you that.
I think
Listen, you
but
don't come in the league. You don't come in the league not have it.
No, you're right. But if you got a situation where you got $10 and you a college kid and you ain't getting no food, I would have to think that you would want to be fed instead of being high. So I say that to say this: it's magnified. Now he got these aliens. Now here come the superstar. You know that whole everything, the lights and everything. Because before then, remember he was doing he was with what's my We the best. Another one.
Oh, the
What's his
boy.
name?
Oh,
Kelley.
DJ.
He was with Kelley.
DJ
Yeah, he was with Kelley. Remember? Business is booming. That whole thing. So when all that came, it was just the lights and boom. Okay, I can do what I want to do. Now it's the prima. Now he recording. He know Tomlin ain't going for that. He recording or whatever. And also didn't make it no better. Juju came.
Oh yeah.
Juju came. So they figured like, okay, we got Juju, this kid that's hungry. He's a head case, man. Let's get him out of here. Juju, the next thing. That's why they hyped Juju up. That's why with the whole who's the number one? He the number one. You know what I'm saying? So
All about that.
Besides Josh Gordon, the next stupidest NBA player I know as far as I couldn't get his shit up. Man, that Richard Dumas used to play so good, man. Richard Dumas was playing like Giannis back then,
Dumas
man.
was a doofus.
He was playing like Giannis, though. He was playing like Giannis.
You talking about from Phoenix?
For
Richard
Phoenix.
Dumas, yep.
Man, Richard Dumas, man, God. I said, this boy is going to be nice.
They should have. You know what? If he would have ever figured it out, they would have won a championship that year. They was with Barkley.
You can't figure it out. If he don't want to figure it out.
Yeah, when he was with Barkley, people didn't even realize. You know, it was something with him every day though.
But Dumas, man,
He could score. He could jump out the
stuffer,
gym.
he's a stat stuffer, man.
Yeah.
They
well,
needed
where was
that
he
dude.
at? Because
Man,
where was he at? Because
What
he
he last? I don't think he lasts 3-4 years. I mean,
If that.
even when they kicked him out, did they let him back in? And
No.
the league was real unforgiving then. It was really even though
it ain't
even
about being unforgiving. You got to
think?
go jump through a whole bunch of loopholes to get back.
Well,
But
this
people
is what's
was doing
crazy
it, though.
about Ja today. I think I remember Rodman one time.
Yeah, you got this part right here.
This right here, man.
We're about to cut this.
That rave stuff is not my style. I didn't like it at all. You knew everybody was on something in there. The lights blinking all crazy.
But
I
Dennis
shouldn't have
Rodman.
asked that.
Let me
I
just
shouldn't
say
have
this.
asked that, Rich.
You knew everybody was on something in there, and what's amazing about what you said, ain't nothing ever had at a raid bar.
Never.
Never.
No.
Not one
Never.
time. But somebody is on
Everybody
something.
high.
And they
Everybody high.
and they really
Never
not
happened.
mentally they ain't there. They bodies there, but mentally everybody else somewhere
You ain't,
different.
man,
Everybody's
they
somewhere
didn't even think
different.
about fighting. They ain't think about doing that. You know what I'm saying?
How,
And
how
the
was
reason-
how was they
Dennis
dancing?
Rodman.
How was they dancing?
Like, what the fuck, man?
Dennis Rodman never
gotta be
not
working on
said
this
that
one,
he
yeah.
ain't had no mental issue. That's why he was able to get away with that.
That's true.
He never said the whole time he was saying. He told them. You got to understand. You got to watch the story. He's saying, I'm struggling with depression. I'm struggling with this. He told them that. So they surrounded him with services and things like that. So they allowed him to do some of the stuff he did because he told them. He let them know up front.
That's a good point.
That's the difference.
But right now in the NBA, he wouldn't be able to do that.
No, right now he was
Right now, if he did with it back then, they ain't going.
No, he'd
They
be
would've-
done.
If he come out with that mental health disorder, he getting away with some stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
but this is what he's not
Yeah,
getting away
it's a
with.
new era.
They cannot
and see,
penalize you.
for
He's
mental
not
health.
He's not getting away with it. He went to the Bulls one time and said, "Coach, I need a break. I'm going to Vegas."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And he went to Vegas, and Michael was like, "Where's Dennis? He's in Vegas." Man, will somebody go get that motherfucker from Vegas? Bring it back. Like,
All right, well, but think about it. Think about it. Dennis Rodman. Where was he at first?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
It was a change in the league. Lakers and Boston was on their way out, right? NBA was getting popular. Mike was taking
Elevating.
them ass whippings, right? So Dennis got away because it helped people tune in to the NBA. Then when Detroit started winning, he could do what he wanted to do. What Dennis doing now? He's hanging with celebrities. He's on talk shows. He's acting a fool. Everybody's watching the Detroit. Then he goes to the Bulls.
He went to San Antonio first. I think
San Antonio.
that was crazy though. You put a
And then he went to the Bulls.
Right.
When he got to the Bulls, now Michael is winning. So now Dennis still could do what he wanted to do because Chicago was must-see TV. All of a sudden now everybody's Bulls fan. You ain't no damn Bulls fan. You're a Michael
yeah,
fan.
you're right.
But Dennis was the highlight of the show because he did his job on that court. But everybody wanted to see what he was doing off the court. And what he did off the court brought people back that might not watch basketball to watch basketball to see how he was going to act on the court.
Coach, you just explained that's exactly what I was saying. That was my point right there.
So now it's
That was exactly my point.
millions of people. Now basketball, NBA is popular, and it ain't looked back.
He brought, and then you got to look at when he married himself.
Right.
Yeah.
And he rode down the streets of New York City.
He brought a type of entertainment, and I hate to say this, they already had the best entertainment from the basketball standpoint with Michael Jordan.
But the alternative lifestyle
is what we have today, reality TV. He brought a reality that people was like, did you see what Dennis did last night? Did you see? No, he didn't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So now, what they call it when how many people was watching?
The Nielsen rating? The Nielsen rating.
Okay.
They went from here to here.
Right.
That's money.
Right. And
Hey,
then,
let Dennis do
Let him
whatever
do
the
what he
hell.
go- yeah, let him
Let
do what he
Dennis
gotta
do whatever
do.
the hell he did because our ratings tonight at that game.
9.1 is all that. Yeah.
then what he did, you're right, he brought a different demographics in with coloring his hair and doing this.
All the
and wearing the piercings and everything.
And
Like,
his nails painted.
like
and all
his
that.
nails,
At that
like
time-
Gil said, the wedding, the dress. He brought a different demographics in, and the NBA ate it up.
At that time, San Antonio didn't want nobody. It was a whole bunch. That was a land full of good guys.
I bet not one player hang with Rob.
Oh no, it was hell down there for him down there. That's why it was.
Nobody went out and kicked it with Robin.
He didn't want him to kick it with them.
No, I'm gonna hang with
He
that
ain't
crazy.
need 'em.
What motherfucker gonna hang with that crazy?
He had Madonna and all them. He didn't need them.
Carmen
He
Electra.
wasn't going to hang with them.
Right.
He didn't want them to get in trouble. Y'all do what y'all do. I got this.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all what else Rodman did that y'all ain't looking at. He helped make the game international because the lifestyle and the things that he was doing is a lot happened in the international sector.
Right.
So basketball is an international sport more than any sport. Baseball and football.
Right.
Basketball is international. So he created an international situation because people are looking at Robin and say, we can relate to him. From other countries, not just from here.
We come out the closet.
Because now I'm gonna go back to who going over there to see what's his name, Jao Young Kim. Who going over there to see him? Ain't the president of nobody's country going over there to see him.
Rodman
and the only
did.
reason why Rodman did, and the only reason
And it
why
was his best friend, huh?
They was
I'm gonna
bored.
tell you why.
It was cool.
He was a fan.
Right. He was a fan.
Listen, the way we live in our society is not the way everybody else lives. Everybody lives a
Right.
certain way, and in other countries, they United States is the last on the table in regards to the way Dennis Rodman was. They was open, free lifestyles in all of those other countries 25,
Look
30
at
years
London,
ago.
England, all
Yeah.
that.
So when they see a Dennis Rodman, they was like, wow. And so now Dennis was going all over the countryside. He traveling to France. They treating him like royalty. So now here go Jao Young Kim, I think is his name is, and he got all these bombs, and he don't want to talk to nobody. So
But
Dennis
he'll
said,
talk to-
"Oh, I know him. He cool with me."
Yeah,
They flew him over there.
you're right.
North Korea.
You're sure right.
Of
Hey,
all
listen,
places, that is
The
wild.
only
Think
other
about
person,
it.
listen, Kim only other talked to Trump. Really, that's all he talked. All the other presidents,
He terrorized Trump.
he don't talk. Yeah, he don't talk to nobody else. But Dennis, he let Dennis come over there. They played a basketball game for
He
him.
invited him in his house.
He fighted
My
his
boy
house.
Charles Smith with him, played with him at Pitt. He one of the ambassadors of the league.
Right.
And I saw him talk. He was over there just like
Charles
this.
Smith,
He had-
LA Clippers?
played with me at Pitt. He had his mouth, but I know he laughing like a motherfucker while Robin talking. He know he's crazy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, you got to give ups to Robin. But right now, we're going to sign off, but we want to give some ups to Hoban and Bukto. Hope they keep it going.
Let's go.
I like to say, man, let's Ron Baker, Julius
Town
Harrington,
business.
Ollie McGill, D. Rizzle, and The Freak. Signing off now.
All right, fellas. All right.